Another thing that you can find both on the toolbar and under the insert menu is lines. Now lines are a little bit different than shapes. If you click on these, you will get individual things. This is an arrow. And if I make my arrow like this, I can go ahead and I can increase the line weight. I can make a very, very large arrow, and I can change the color as well. You can even pick which side that you want. And if you notice here, this has a dot, which means this is that side, and the arrow is on that side. But if I want to make a double arrow, I can do that. If I want the arrow on one side to be filled and on the other side to be empty, I can do that as well. Now, using arrows by themselves can be useful, but there is a nice way you can combine it with the shapes you've already learned. So let's say I have a box here, and I have, let's make a couple shapes in here. Okay, shape, and let's make another shape. So let's say I have these three shapes, and I want to connect them. So if I make an arrow, if I hover over the shape, you'll see that I see these purple dots, and I can click from here and I can connect it to another purple dot on the other shape. And I can still do the same thing where I increase the weight of each one. And let me go ahead and add another arrow here. And this time, let me go ahead and change this to maybe be empty. There we go. So why is that neat? What do those purple dots mean? Well, what it means is if you drag these around, they will stay connected. So you can kind of make a neat little graph, and then you can move it around to be however you want. Okay. All right, so that's just something with lines. They're very helpful in order to kind of draw lines across your whatever diagram you're making, or just to kind of divide space on a page. But if you want to make a graph like this, it's also pretty useful.